I got suspended for 3 days from my school, and I have 45 days of OAC.
The male ego truly never fails to amaze me, and it genuinely needs to be studied, because if there's something that I've known about men that's a universal thing, it's the fact that we believe that we can do literally anything. Like, we either all think we're gonna be millionaires, we either all think we're gonna be like superheroes, or some sort of crazy athlete. And I'm not gonna lie to you, if you as a man have never once thought that you're going to be that, then I'm not gonna lie to you, you're either depressed or you're trans. Not that there's anything wrong with that, it's just like, go live out your dreams, queen. Now, it doesn't mean women also can't be aspirational at all. I'm not trying to say that. But what I am trying to say is that I doubt there are many women out there that sit down and genuinely believe that they could beat a mountain tiger in a 1v1 to the death. And that right there is the topic for today's video. What is the largest animal that you think, as a man, you could beat in a fight one-on-one? And there's been a lot of discussion about this topic around the internet and on different forums everywhere across the web. And the main topic of a lot of these conversations is this simple one. Do you think the average man could beat the average dog in a fight to the death?
As someone who used to be a correctional officer, I want to tell y'all right now, a grown man could take that fucking dog.
The man versus dog debate is only interesting.
1v1, man versus dog. No weapons involved or nothing. I'm not losing to a dog.
Yes! Absolutely yes! I'm fucking that dog up, bro. What are you talking about? Like, the fight would not even be close. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. And I don't know if that's just pure male ego coming through my brain, but I genuinely cannot picture any scenario where a man is losing a fight to the death with a goddamn dog. Like, it's not happening. I don't care what you guys have to say, it's not happening. Like, if I were to have a fight to the death with a dog, the first thing I'm doing as soon as that fight starts is I'm kicking that dog right where his neutered ball sack is supposed to be, and the fight is over in like 4 seconds. I swear to God, I'm punching that dog straight up into the stratosphere like it's a Blue Origin space mission. Like, something you guys gotta understand too is that, look at me. Yellow daffodil honey butter lemon complexion. This is my home territory. I already get a natural passive 10% strength buff against a dog. I'm eating that motherfucker. Like, I'm highly trained in the dog eating ways as an Asian brother, all right? I know all of the matchups and I know all of their skills. I'm exploiting that, bro. Like, it would not even be close. And when I say I think I could beat every dog in a fight, I mean, I could beat every dog in a fight, including a canine unit. I could beat the shit out of a canine dog. Now, let's get this out of the way. I think I could beat every dog in a fight. That does not mean I would beat every dog in a fight without getting heavily injured. Like, you know how I said I could beat a canine dog in a fight? I think I could. Now, would that canine dog probably take my arm and like 3 of my toes? Yes, but I'm still beating the shit out of that dude. Like, full transparency, my left arm is probably gonna look like string cheese after, but who's gonna be coming out alive? Me. Now, you would think that this conversation among men has already been set in stone. Like, every time the average man is going to beat the average dog in a fight to the death. Like, what are we talking about here? But this is why the internet is the internet, and it's why I hate it sometimes, because there's always going to be somebody that disagrees with somebody. This is the man versus bear conversation point 2, except this version has no misandry or misogyny in it. This isn't a gender war. This is pure war. Now, there are a lot of people coming out on the internet that are saying that they don't think the average man would beat the average dog in a fight because they always seem to bring up this one dog species, for example, for the reason why we would not beat a dog in a fight. And it's this, like, crazy lab specimen dog called the Kangal.
You're not beating a Kangal. No amount of cope will change this. You're not beating a Kangal.
Now, for those of you who don't know what a Kangal is this giant, humongous dog breed that was meant to be bred for, like, protection and, like, hunting. Now, I won't lie to you guys, the Kangal is like a dog on steroids, man. It's like if you gave a dog, like, super soldier serum. It's juiced up. Like, not gonna lie to you guys, if I had to fight this dog, I'm probably gonna die. Like, also at that same point, Why are we talking about like the peak dog species? We're talking about the average dog. Since when is the Kangal the average dog? Like, why are all these people trying to act like the Kangal is your average Joe Schmo dog species that you see all around and about all across the world? When in reality, the only time you ever see a Kangal is in the mountains of fucking Turkey. Like, I'm never going to encounter this dog on a walk. Like, the average dog in my head is like a boxer or a pit bull or a German shepherd. And no disrespect to those three dog species, but it's barbecue chicken. I'm turning all of those dogs into straight fried rice in like 15 minutes easily. Also, if you're going to take the top species, prime peak dog species, then we also get to get our prime peak version of a human that is fighting that Kangal. I'm getting John Jones to fight that Kangal, and you try telling me that John Jones wouldn't fuck that thing up. Like, he is going to mess that dog up, bro. It wouldn't even be close. Like, this is what I mean, man. There are people on the internet that just be glazing stuff for no reason, man. Like, why are some of these people acting like the Kangal is Goku or Gojo or something, man? Dog. It's a dog. Like if you as a man do not believe that you couldn't beat the average dog in a fight, transition, cut it off. Restart. I don't know, dude. And again, not like there's anything wrong with that. There's nothing wrong in being transgender. All I'm trying to say is you just probably don't have the inner wirings of a man. Another dog species that everybody keeps mentioning too is these dudes being like, none of you guys on my life are beating a Tibetan Mastiff. What is the Tibetan Mastiff, man? When's the last time you have ever seen a Tibetan Mastiff, bro? Like, you had to look that dog species up in the dog Pokédex or something, man. That dog barely exists. Like, they're called Tibetan Mastiffs for a reason. They live in Tibet. They're born to live in Tibet, bro. They're only there so they can climb up Mount Everest or something, man. I'm never encountering this dog ever in my entire life. And even still, I don't even care, man. I'm getting tired of this. It does not matter the dog species, bro. I'm dropping a 30-point triple-double on that dog. Does not matter who it is. I got me and 5, bro. Kangal, Bengal, Dangal. Does not matter. Me and 5, bitch. Because, like, here's something you guys gotta understand, man. I'm not your average dude. I'm below average. So I know I've been talking hella crazy throughout this video saying that, you know, I'm gonna beat up this, I'm gonna beat up that. But in full transparency, you guys, I'm a bitch. Like, I am a wuss. And I'm fully fine with being capable of admitting that, okay? I'm a scared little boy, all right? I'm not gonna lie to you. If this were to actually happen to me IRL, I'd run. Like I've become fully content in recognizing that if I were to ever go to prison, my butthole is getting stretched in the first 3 seconds. So, and that is why you will never see me spend a day in prison. I'm staying squeaky clean. No crimes committed anymore. Okay? Anymore. I'm not gonna be committing any crimes anymore. We don't talk about the accidental bomb threat that I sent. Okay? I swear I'm not a terrorist.
I got suspended for 3 days from my school, and I have 45 days of OIC.
Now, you guys might think that man versus dog is it. That's it. That's all we want to talk about. No. Okay? Because here's the thing. The way that the male ego works is that we believe that we can do anything. What makes you think we're just gonna stop at the dog? Are you serious? Let's be honest to you guys. Beating a dog is like a level 2 boss. That's not the final boss, okay? The real final boss is this conversation. Do you think 100 men could beat one silverback gorilla in a fight to the death?
The reason why you guys think that 100 men can't beat one gorilla is because you're stupid.
The 100 men versus one gorilla debate.
One gorilla would destroy 100 men.
Why do you think that?
100 men versus one gorilla.
Now, before I even dive into this conversation, my best friend genuinely believes that he could beat a silverback gorilla by himself. Fuck the other 99 men. By himself, he thinks he could beat the gorilla in a fight. And as much as I love my homeboy to death, as soon as that fight starts, the gorilla is turning his spinal cord into a Rubik's Cube in like 0.3 seconds, and after, his body's gonna be looking like an L-shaped Tetris block. He's getting folded under no pressure. Now, I did say that the male ego requires all of us to think that we can do everything, but there's limits. We can do anything with a gun. Like, we believe we can do anything with weapons. With our hands? Hell no! When this conversation is brought up after the man versus dog debate, that's when the men actually start contemplating if we think 100 men could beat a gorilla in a fight to the death. Now, from what I've gathered from all these people and men talking about this, we all think that we could beat that gorilla in a fight. But it's all been confirmed that in order for us to beat that gorilla, the first 10 or 20 people gotta die. Like in a perfect world where we are all 100 men committed to defeating this gorilla, sacrifice is gonna have to be made. Like if we were all committed to the cause, then the first 10 or 20 people need to get their necks snapped in half, they need to be launched 80 feet in the air and die, but we need to do it because we need to get close to that gorilla so we can defeat it. But in reality, as soon as those first 10 or 20 people try to run at it and they die, we're all running and panicking. So like that's the reality. Your expectation is not really how it would work if this were to actually happen. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, if I'm in this scenario and I have to fight this gorilla, I'm definitely not the first 20 people going. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not about to get slammed through 3 trees just for the cause, man. You can kiss my ass. Like, in order for all 100 men to be coordinated in this attack, not gonna lie to you guys, I would need to hear some, like, Irwin level type speech when they were attacking the Beast Titan and Attack on Titan. Like, I need to hear the most godliest speech of all time to get me fired up enough to want to risk my life to fight this boss level monster in the silverback gorilla. But if I don't get that, then not gonna lie to you, I just be in the back saying I'm the medic, providing people bandages and shit. Like, I'm not doing any fighting, especially if the gorilla pulls out his ultimate move, the tornado where he just starts twirling around with his big ass arms. Bro, if that happens, at least 50 people are dying on the spot. Like, if that gorilla starts whirlwinding through the group, it's not gonna look good for us, I'm not gonna lie. But also something that you guys have to realize too, is that, like, 100 men is a lot of men. Like, that's a lot of dudes. So, like, I could easily see these group of men just overpowering this gorilla. Because, like I said, that's 100 dudes. Like, it's hard for me to believe that 100 dudes, even like 60 dudes, cannot overpower one gorilla. And let's face the facts too, it's not like we're going against a King Kong or something. No, it's a normal silverback gorilla. Not gonna lie to you, 100 dudes, I'm taking the dudes, man. Even with the gorilla's ultimate weapon, I still think the dudes are going to pull one out and defeat it. Now, if this scenario would be replaced with one gorilla versus 100 me's, not gonna lie, we're all dying. But overall, I feel like this video is just talking about truly how the male mind works. Like, all we really think about is how to make money in dumb hypotheticals. And it's great. I love being a man. It's awesome, dude. Now, me personally, the biggest animal I think that I could beat in a fight to the death is a moose. And don't ask me why. I'm not elaborating. But what animal do you guys think that you could be in a fight? What is the largest animal that you think that if given the circumstance you had to fight this animal to the death, you are beating 100 out of 100 times? Let me know. Like, whether it's a dog, a rhino, or gorilla, let me know what animal you think you could beat up. Because it's really interesting seeing how other people view their strength. But anyways, guys, grab this video. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord down below. Link is in the bio. Discord.gg/TheAngryAsian, or search out The Angry Asian on Discord to find the server. We have a lot of fun stuff in there. If you ever want to talk to me, that's where I'm at. I'm talking in there every single day. So if you ever want to interact with me, that's where I'll be. You can also please follow me on TikTok and Instagram at TheAngryAsian69, where I post TikToks every day during weekdays. And I hope you guys all had an amazing day. Stay safe, stay happy, and stay kind. Peace!